How's it going, everyone? These are 5 realistic theories for the MCU Spider-Man 4 that is nearly confirmed to begin production in the next 12 months, with Tom Holland and Zendaya returning to their roles. Be sure to stick around until the end for my theory on how a popular Spider-Verse character can debut. Up first, Symbiote Spider-Man. This one's pretty obvious from the post-credits scene of Spider-Man No Way Home, where Tom Hardy's Venom symbiote will likely bond with Peter Parker, giving him his black suit and the power of the symbiote. But here's where this theory is a little bit different. In Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, we saw the symbiote slowly take over Peter's mood, making him more aggressive, even giving us a memeable dance scene. However, in Tom Hardy's Venom movies, he seems to have more control over the symbiote, only needing to satisfy his hunger. This makes me think that there's a chance we will see Peter Parker that is in majority control of the symbiote, redeeming itself from the poor-performing symbiote in the Raimi trilogy. My second theory, Agent Venom. With the symbiote knowingly in the MCU, Peter Parker and Eddie Brock aren't the only hosts that's known. In fact, Agent Venom is actually Flash Thompson when he bonded with the symbiote after serving in the military, where he had the most control over of its well-known hosts. Another similarity with the Flash in the comics and the Flash in the MCU is that both are massive fans of Spider-Man and how he inspires him to be a better person. Even though Doctor Strange's spell made everyone forget who Peter Parker is, Flash will still remember Spider-Man and how inspirational he is to him. We saw a tease to Agent Venom in Insomniac Games Spider-Man 2 with Harry Osborn seemingly morphing the symbiote into the Agent Venom suit, but hopefully Marvel will utilize this opportunity to bring Agent Venom to the big screen. To learn more about Flash Thompson as Agent Venom and even how he is supposed to join the Guardians of the Galaxy, check out the card in the top right corner of your screen. Number 3, Mephisto's debut. Despite being heavily teased in the MCU, the devil of the Marvel Universe still has yet to reveal himself. With no major box office successes over the last year and a half, Marvel Studios may be thinking that the best way to debut a big bad is with its most popular character. This wouldn't be breaking continuity either, as Mephisto revealed himself to Peter in the One More Day comic, which is one of the most hated in the Marvel community. After Aunt May had been shot as a result of Peter's identity being revealed, Mephisto approached Peter disguised as him and Mary Jane's daughter from a near future, offering the devil's bargain. The proposal was that Mephisto would save Aunt May in exchange for Peter's marriage with Aunt Mary Jane. Now, I know this relationship hasn't been developed in the MCU, but before you rush to the comment section, here's what I actually think Marvel will do. Marvel will at least continue to tease Mephisto's lingering presence, knowing one day they can introduce this aspect of Peter Parker's story. To prevent the negative response that the comic received, Peter will rebuild his romantic relationship with MJ, Mephisto will approach with the offer, but the MCU's Peter will decline the offer, resulting in a future team-up with the Avengers or group of superheroes against the Vile Demon. Just know if a child that resembles Peter Parker appears in Spider-Man 4, this is a direct hint at this storyline. At number 4, we have the villains. We've seen our fair share of live-action Spider-Man villains over the years. One we haven't seen yet is Jackal, a cloning scientist gone mad. To prevent reusing villains from other Marvel projects, I think Marvel will use Jackal to open the door to the various clones of Peter Parker, including Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider. To avoid confusion, I think the MCU will keep this in their back pocket if they decide to go this way, as it wouldn't make sense to bring this to life right away. To continue being as eventful as No Way Home, we will see Jackal team up with science and tech-based villains, first being Scorpion. Back in Spider-Man Homecoming, we saw Matt Gargan in the same prison as Vulture, which left us thinking that Gargan would later become the infamous Spider-Man villain Scorpion. Marvel fans have repeatedly brought this up as an unclosed story, so I think Marvel Studios will let Spidey and Scorpion have their clash in this 4th film. Knowing the advanced tech Jackal will need, he may require a thief to help him, and who better than Donald Glover to return to his role as Aaron Davis, aka the Prowler, especially since we already saw it in Across the Spider-Verse movie. These 3 villains are those we haven't seen in live-action form, which will probably lead to us having them as Peter's main adversaries at some point. You could also begin thinking of the Kingpin, but I think he will be safe for the Daredevil Born Again series, since those 2 have more history. Lastly, number 5, the introduction of the MCU's Miles Morales. Also teased in No Way Home after Jamie Foxx's Electro said that there had to be a black Spider-Man out there in the multiverse, Marvel will waste no time with their own Miles Morales. Seen in both animated and video game form, Marvel fans will finally see the Harlem Web-Slinger debut on the big screen. Remember how I said that Jackal would be trying to clone Spider-Man? Well, he may try reproducing the powers through a genetically modified spider, and who better to have that spider bite than Miles Morales? After their first altercation, Peter would accidentally bring the spider back to his apartment building that then so happens to seek out Miles Morales, who lives in the same apartment complex. If you don't recall, there was a deleted scene in Spider-Man Homecoming where Aaron Davis calls Miles telling him that he will be late with the ice cream he bought for the birthday party, so Miles already somewhat exists in the MCU. We may not see his bioelectricity and camouflage fully develop in the film, but it would certainly allow for Marvel to develop a standalone movie and or series for the character. My top fan cast for Miles Morales would be the Stranger Things star Caleb McLaughlin. With Stranger Things coming to an end, I think the talented young actor will join the MCU as one of the most beloved beloved Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe. Let me know if you'd like to see this in the comments below. Otherwise, those are my 5 theories for Spider-Man 4. Please be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all things Marvel. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by leaving a like. Until then, have a great rest of your day, wherever you may be.